¡Hey! ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Dónde estoy? Si habéis visto el vídeo anterior, sabéis dónde estoy. Estoy en una localización donde se filmó la película de Harry Potter. Especialmente Harry Potter y el prisionero de Azkaban. Pero también se ve en Harry Potter y la Orden del Fénix. Aquí es donde estuvo Hermione, Harry y Ron. Y por aquí estaban las calabazas y la cabaña de Hagrid. Hagrid's hut was over there. The pumpkins were all lying around here. So, I'm going to teach you a Spanish lesson right here. So every time you watch Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, you can think about me. You can think that, oh, that's where Chris made a lesson. A Spanish lesson. So, here we go. Bienvenidos a Spanish with Harry Potter. Con Harry Potter. O sea, aquí mismo, donde estuvo Hermione y Harry, y tiraron la piedra. Hay muchos modos en español de decir lo siento. Hay algunos modos. Pero si quieres que tu español suene un poquito más avanzado, entonces te recomiendo usar otros términos. So, lo siento, yes, is the most basic way to say I'm sorry in Spanish. But in order to sound more advanced, you should start using another words, another terms. So, for example, lo siento, yes, the most basic one. We can use that, I think, in every single situation that we need to apologize. But especially for small mistakes, right? Small mistakes that you've done. You can also say perdón, perdón, perdón. It's slightly more formal, but it's actually the same. It works in the same way as lo siento. However, perdón, lo siento, we can also use it when someone's close person passes away. So we say lo siento, te acompaño en el sentimiento, lo siento. But we wouldn't say perdón, perdón, perdóname, because it sounds like it's you who killed this person. But if you didn't, you don't need to say that. In that case, you just say lo siento. Okay? Lo siento por tu pérdida. Maybe or maybe, as I said, you've done something that you didn't mean to. Well, in this case, you can say lo siento, lo hice sin querer. Then maybe you have to apologize in a social situation. For example, you're walking down the street and you bumped into someone. Then you can say, oh, perdón, perdón. Oh, perdóname. It's kind of like excuse me in English. Perdóname. Una avispa aquí. There's a wasp flying around my head. That's my bag, mi mochila. I hope I don't forget it, right? If I do, I know what it is now. Or you can come and rescue it. Right. But we can also say disculpa. So it's just a lot more formal. We would normally use this one with someone that we don't know, a person that we don't know. If you know the person, you bump into someone that you know, maybe discúlpeme or disculpa is very formal. You can use it, of course, but I would recommend you to sound a little bit more natural in this situation, and then you can say, oh, ay, perdona, 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 with a bit of a smile, or oh, lo siento, lo siento. But yes, what if you burp in public? Yes, you can say lo siento, but if you are with people that you don't know or you've just met, then maybe it would be better to say disculpe, disculpe. But honestly, you can say any of the ones I have already said. They're all fine. Now imagine that there is bad news. Maybe you work in a restaurant and someone comes in asking for a table if there is a free table. If there isn't any empty table, then you can say me temo que no. Or maybe you work in a shop and you are about to close, you don't allow anyone to come in because you have to shut, you have to close. Then someone wants to come in, but you want to say to this person, it's not possible. Then you can say, me temo que está cerrado. Or maybe someone wants to go somewhere with you, but you don't want to, or maybe you can't. Then you can say the same, me temo que no, or me temo que no puedo, me temo que no puedo, I'm afraid I can't. So yes, if you speak English, if English is your first language, me temo is I'm afraid, I'm afraid. Then maybe you have to inform someone about really bad news, extremely bad news. Maybe someone has died and you have to inform to the close person of he or her has died. Then you can say, lamento informarle que su amigo, su madre, su padre ha fallecido. If we use the word lamentar, which is very formal, then it's better if you say fallecer. If you use the verb fallecer rather than morir. Morir is a little bit more harsh. I think it's better if you use fallecer. It's a bit more kind of like pass away in English. So yes, it has to be really bad news, extremely bad news, something that can change someone's life or can affect the other person mentally. But if, apart from this, if you want to be extremely formal, then we can make the sentences, we can use the same words, but we can make the sentence a little bit longer. For example, me gustaría pedir perdón por mi comportamiento. But you can also say, me gustaría disculparme por mi comportamiento. I would like to apologize for my behavior. But it's really formal when we add all these words. If you say discúlpame, it's formal. But it's not that formal. If you want to be extremely formal because you're speaking to your boss or someone or you're in class and you've not been behaving really well at class, then you can use that one. Also, you've done something bad to someone and then you want to apologize to that person, you can also say te debo una disculpa. It's like I owe you an apology. Te debo una disculpa. Now imagine that I promised you 3 lessons in a row for next week, and then next week comes and I don't upload anything at all. Then I could say os debo una disculpa. Os debo una disculpa. But if you want to add even more emphasis, then you can say por favor. You're asking a favor to the other person. Por favor, acepte mis disculpas. Por favor, acepte mis disculpas. And that's it. Thank you very much. Gracias. Aquí os dejo. Y allí arriba voy a subir ahora. Si lo queréis ver, ir al vídeo anterior. Si no lo habéis visto. If you haven't seen my last video, go to it, because you can see me going up there where Hermione punched Draco. If you have seen the Harry Potter movies, you will know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you can watch them. If you don't want to, it's fine as well. Suscribiros, darle me gusta, compartir, and muchas gracias.